Alright, welcome back to RPG Maker. Today we are going to be looking at creating weapons and how to equip the weapons, especially if they are a different type of weapon that's not generic to the game. So first we're going to do RPG Maker VX Ace, and then we'll show you how to do it on MV. So first thing you're going to do is go to Tools and go to Database. Go to the Weapons tab, and you're going to see a bunch of pre-made weapons. So what we've already done is go down to change maximum and then just type in a number, and that will give you a bunch of blank ones. And so you can only pick any one that you want. And so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to name our weapon, and the first thing you need to do is look at the weapon type and see if any of these fit anything that you want to do. And if they don't, maybe you want a specific weapon type. So you can see we've already made one that was a book, but there's no weapon type that matches it. So what you're going to do is go to Terms over here, and under Weapon Types, you can just type in, it's a book. Apply that, go back over to Weapons, and now Weapon Type, you just go down, select Book, there it is. You can set the price, select the picture, and then select what it does. So let's make a new one from scratch. So let's say we are going to make something that can be thrown, and or maybe something else that can be used. Let's do like a drill, like a power tool. A drill that serves as an attack weapon. All right. Now when we go to icon, we have to pick something that looks is similar to what we're trying to do. So these are obviously pretty old icons. So if you see anything that even remotely resembles a drill, you can add it. If not, just select a generic one. So I'm just going to select like the generic little fireball here. Click OK. Weapon type. Well, I need to go create a weapon type. So we'll go back to Terms. I'll go here. I might type in power tool. Hit apply. Go back to weapons. Weapon type. There it is. Power tool. I'm going to set my price 200. This is what happens when you use it. So Pierce is probably a good one. If you want to see what those look like, click on animations. So here's Pierce Special 1, and then all you'll do is hit play. That's what it looks like. So if you don't like it, look at a different one. That one's fine. So back under weapons, make sure we have the right one, Pierce Special 1. And then the parameter changes is what you'll do to make the weapon. When you equip it, it'll make your character more powerful. So this will up their attack. So part of your packet contains a spreadsheet that you'll track your weapons, and make sure that each weapon goes up a little bit. So if this is the first weapon you get, maybe our attack will be 3. It'll add 2 to defense. Magic attack will add 2. Magic defense will add 3. Agility will add 2. Luck will add 2, hit points and magic points will add 3 and 3, and then the next tool that you make, so maybe you'll make like a power saw or something, and then this will be 5, and this will go up to 3, and this will go up to 4. Make sure that your weapons are always getting more and more powerful, and that they're also costing a little bit more each time. And so that's pretty much it. Apply, but now the main thing you need to do, when I go to actors and I want to equip a weapon, I can equip a book, but I can't equip anything else. How come? Well, over here at features, if you double click it, you can go to this equip, and then you can do equip weapon, and now we have to pick the certain type. So I need to go down to power tool. There it is. Now, if you find a power tool or you buy one, you can equip it. If you want him to start with that one, there it is, drill. And that's it. So if we go to RPG Maker MV, the newer software, it's kind of the same. We'll go to database, We will go to weapons. Same thing, just hit change maximum, type in a random number. And so I want to make a, maybe I want to make a crossbow. Crossbow. Find an icon. Hey, there's a crossbow in here. Description. A brief description of my weapon. So you can say whatever you want about it. This is a bow that is automatic and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to set a price for it, 200, weapon type. So there's dagger and there's sword. So I need to make my weapon type. So real quick, I'm going to jump over. If you're in MV, it's not in terms, it's in types. Jump over to types. We're going to need weapon types. Go to number 3. I'm just going to type in bow. Hit apply. Go back to weapons. Weapon type. There's bow. Find my animation. Let's go to animations and let's look and see which one fits best. So slash, pierce, claw. Here's arrow. So this one might go well. So yeah, you can actually see arrows go and attack, so that one's pretty good. So let's select arrow special. Apply. And then same thing that we just did. What's this going to do to your parameters? All right. Apply. So now I need to go to my actors and whoever I want to be able to equip this. So there's me, my main character. Equip, weapon, bow. And now if we buy the crossbow or we find it, he can equip it. And then if I want to change this one, there's a crossbow. I can start with that one. And so that's how you create them. If you want to add special effects to the weapons themselves, you'll see this traits over here. So for instance, my crossbow, if I want to add a fire element to it, this is where I do it. If I want to add maybe poison, so if I attack you with this particular weapon, it's going to poison the enemies. And then if you want to see what poison does, you have to go into skills. So let's just say, let's do poison. And if I go into my skills, I can add skills that have special states. So poison would be a state attached to a skill. So in my states, I can see poisons right here. And it's basically going to drain 10% of your life each turn. And that's what it looks like. So it's an X parameter. If I want to add a skill to it, I can do it here. If I want to increase my attack speed, so if I equip the crossbow, I can attack faster. Maybe I'm the first one to attack in battle. That's where you would do that. So here's where you would add other things. Maybe I want it to increase my health if I use it, or it'll counterattack enemies if they attack me if I'm equipped with the crossbow. Again, any state you want to add. Maybe if I'm equipped this, I can't be poisoned. So not only does it poison enemies, if they try to poison me, they can't. And so state resist is a good one to go through, and as you progress in your game and more enemies have states that they can inflict on you, you want each person's armor. So they get a weapon, they get an armor, they get an accessory, they get a shield. Each one of those generally will have one of these, or by the time you're done with your game, you might have 20 states that they can resist. That way, if you do run into an enemy that poisons you, or silences you, or gives you, puts you all to sleep, instead of affecting everybody and then you just eventually die, maybe one of them is immune to every single one. So one of your characters is immune to these 3 with their weapons and armor. The next character is immune to these 3. That way, one enemy doesn't take you out with one state, because that's really frustrating to a lot of players. So let's throw in state resist, blind, apply. And this can be done on the other one too as well. Under the database, you're going to go to states to look at which states you have, and RPG Maker VX Ace already has a bunch of these built in. You're going to have to create these in MV, but I'm going to create a video to show you how to do that. And so as you go to skills, you can see poison has add state. So each skill has a state. And if you want with your weapon, under drill, I'm going to add anything I want. I can add a skill, so poison cloud if I want to. And then again, you want to go to state resist. Maybe you can't put this character to sleep if he has the drill. Hit apply, and that's it.